Well, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we are here at Power Tables one more time. I am the Dr. Sheri, coach, CEO, consultant, creator, author, and speaker of My Best Life Academy. And we are bringing Power Tables because this is where you get to bring the lunch. And yeah, well, we bring the tea. So I'm so excited to see you all here today. I tell you, it has been a great October month for me. I have celebrated, yes, that month live at 5. If you guys have followed me for any of it, came in with Event Nation, as we call it. And so I think there was an event every weekend, but I didn't miss a beat. It was amazing. And you know what? It's great when we celebrate those birthdays, however you celebrate it. Some may not be live at 5 the way I am, maybe a little bit more quiet. It may be just your time of reflection, which I use a little bit of that too. But whatever it is, it's a great time, especially when you can celebrate it with family, with friends, with those you love and those who love you. And so I had that opportunity, including opening up the month with a great surprise for my sweet hubby, all the way in the Aloha State. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We did that whole thing. Luau. We did a little, shaking and baking, some stuff like that. But it was amazing. So that was our first weekend. And then of course we come into the second weekend with a great women's event. And I'm telling you, it was over the top. They did a great job with Women of Wisdom. We welcomed the next weekend in. Yeah, we did. Farm to Market Express, international speaker, all the way came over. I'm telling you, Dr. Erica knocked that thing out of the park. And we had some local, you never know what's around you, you know? So we had some guys helping out with bringing families together, celebrating amidst some turmoils, some trials, some tribulations, but they did it. Miss Tanya coming in with the Jennifer Childress Memorial Foundation, Mr. Mark Gibson coming all the way over from Haven Memorial, sharing his journey and to single parenthood, not his design, but the way things happen. And still, what an amazing family. And of course, Mr. Cortez Pouncil, which does it like nobody's business. So yeah, we've been doing all those things. And then, of course, the next weekend, wonderful birthday event with our daughter. And then the last one, was all mine. You better know it. So yeah, this is good. But look, we are in November and we are going to remember why we, well, sometimes how we say it, should be thankful. Or maybe, are we really thankful? Yeah, this is the season of Thanksgiving coming in. Hey, my sister. Yep, that's the international speaker over there, Dr. Erica. Thanks so much for joining, sis. Love you. So listen, this is our season to be thankful. But sometimes in our hubbub, as we're preparing, we've got Black Friday coming up, we've got Cyber Monday coming up. We're already thinking about those things, turkeys, and some of us have skipped right over that, and we're into Christmas already. But do we stop for just a moment and just be thankful? Thankful for who we are, thankful for whose we are, thankful for what we have. Or do we just do a quick drive-by as if it's something that should happen? Do we kind of sidestep that thing? Or maybe we just take it for granted. Well, I want you to know with all the things going on in the world, we have a lot to be thankful for. Right now, just for having life, for having our very being, our breath inside of our bodies. Yes, even the right mind to know we're here at this moment. Many people don't have that. So we take so many things for granted, including that the fact that we think we're going to be here forever or even the next few minutes. We don't know. So many things happen. So if you're able to know where you are, to know who you are, to know your name, to be breathing at this moment on your own, why don't you just take a moment and say, thank you? Put it in the chat. Put it somewhere, or maybe mention it to a friend that you're sitting across from, maybe at lunch today while we're having this amazing tea. I always bring my tea over here because I'm always so thankful for so many things. But mine says on this side, be loved. That's my next thing. Now that I know I'm here. Yes, Dr. E, thank you, Lord. Now that I know I'm here. The next thing I'm thankful for is the fact that I'm loved. Yeah. Before we go any further, I'm loved. Many times we take that word thing that we can have. Maybe The Bachelor, we're thinking of that type of love. Maybe we're thinking about Tinder. Maybe we're thinking about a dating site. And those things are wonderful. Have no problem with it. But sometimes that love is just for entertainment. But what about the love that's intertwining? It's intertwining with your heart. It's connecting with that deep being inside of you that says, even if you never make a Fortune 500 company, even if you're never a billionaire, even if you never go down in history as the poet laureate of the country, even if that's not you, even if your name is never ever in the record books, you're so amazing on your own that you're loved. Yeah, I like to put that thing down because that thing speaks to me. How does it speak to me? It speaks to me when my grandloves are here and they give you a hug for those pancakes that seemingly you could whip up just on your own overnight without thinking it. But I got to tell you, our youngest tugged at my heart. I fixed those pancakes and he was all of 2 at the time. He's just turned 3. But when I sat them down on the table, he was still in his morning t-shirt. He had washed his face, bright-eyed, bushy tail, always the first one to get up, no matter what. And when his feet hit the floor, he wants to eat. But guess what he said when I sat them down? Could hardly get it out. But his were his 2 words. Thank you. And those eyes were looking at you sparkling. Now, y'all know I'm melted. Yeah, I could have just taken the purse and just emptied it on the table. You know, that's how we do over here with momons. That's what we do, momons and mimis and all the beautiful names that we have, our GGs, etc., our gammies and gammas. That day, he could have had anything for those 2 words, thank you, in the way that he could say it. What did it say to me? I said, man, pancakes are good, but he didn't even start to eat them until he said thank you, until he looked at me and had my attention. What did it say? You are loved. That's what it said, intertwining. And that's the word, Dr. Erica, that agape love, that love that God gives us that says, even if you don't, and just in case you mess up, even if you get it all twisted, even if today is your worst day, it's still your best day in my book because you're mine. I created you, and I created you to be something amazing, something wonderful. That's a reason to say I'm thankful because it tells us that we're accepted in the beloved. We're the apple of his eye. Do you ever think about that? You didn't do anything. You didn't have to go get anything. You didn't have to do a specially wrapped gift, although those are nice. But you didn't have to do it. All you had to do was get up and be. That's enough to say thank you. So if you haven't stopped long enough to be thankful for just being, and if you haven't stopped long enough to be thankful to do, what my little mug says, be loved, how about this next one? Be thankful that in spite of some of your worst experiences and encounters in life, that you can still love some folks that are considered unlovable. Oh, Lord have mercy. I think I better take another sip on that. Oh my God. I can love some folks now that have been unlovable. Y'all may understand why this girl has got this glow on over here. But I'm telling you, by the mercies of God, I have been able to forgive some folks for what some would consider the unforgivable. And I have been able to love some folks who others deem unlovable because of the love of God in me. Now, I'm not anything special. I take it back, I am. I'm special to him. But when you look at the radar, there are tons of people that I would just look up to immediately. But y'all, what are some of the unforgivable things You can put them in the chat if you're brave enough. If you're not, just keep them to yourself. But I'll go on, record for saying mine. Backstabbers. The OJ sung about it, but I lived it. Yeah, yeah. Ditch diggers. Mm-hmm. Read about it, but I also lived it. Uh-huh. Yeah, those who were criticizing, and didn't know the price I was paying to be where I am today. And they weren't willing to pay it, but they were willing to go on record to condemn me at any point. And yet, I still love them. Yeah, those that conspired. I'm just letting you think a little bit. Yeah, I thank you for haters. Oh, yeah, yeah, all of that. But today, I can sit here and say I am thankful that I did not do to some what they did to me. And I'm not telling you I'm perfect. I'm not telling you I got it right every time. I'm not telling you that I probably didn't mess with some folks along the way. Okay, let's be clear. Let's balance the playing field. We don't want to come off as one of those because I'm not that. I had my moments and they were less than stellar. They were less than great. If some stuff flew out of my mouth, oh my goodness. I wish I could get them back, but they say once those words go out, there it is. There it is. But I gotta be thankful that I did not use my time, my energy, nor my attention. That's your mnemonic for tea today. And that's what I want to leave with you. Think about it. Time, a resource we can't get back once we spend it. Energy, yes, we can rebuild and restore, but in the moment that you needed it and it wasn't there because we gave it away, well, you can't get that back. And attention, that caused us, our focus to be so diverted and so distracted that we lost those first two, time and energy, one more time. Why? Because we didn't use that T to be thankful. We didn't use that E to edify those that were around us. And we didn't use that A to aspire to be better at that moment than what we were being confronted with. Girl, I got to drink some more tea on this thing. Thankfulness, edification, and aspirations will get us farther than anything I know. Why? Because we're able to use all of it in a great cup of tea and allow it to do what the tea bag does, change its environment. This thing is better than I thought. Oh my God. So be thankful in this season. Thankful just to be. Thankful to be loved. And I pray that wherever you are, you really are being loved and celebrated as the amazing human being that we are. But then if you can't think of anything else, be thankful that you were able to jump many of those hurdles, those obstacles, ditches dug, that you were able to jump them to avoid them and still go on loving, still go on forgiving, still go on living your best life right now because you are not weighed down with that baggage. There are so many people in this season of gratitude that cannot celebrate being grateful because they are being grumpy. They are being greedy at this moment, looking to see what else they can consume and who else they can consume so that they can be just as miserable as they are. And they're missing out with every breath. We take about 12 to 18 breaths per minute. The physician in me knows that. And we are wasting well over half of them being angry, being bitter, being envious, being tacky and tactless. oh, just being nasty in a season when we ought to be grateful and where we ought to say, like my youngest grand love, just as the pancakes are being sat down, but won't even pick the fork up until he looks at you, gets your attention, expends some of his energy, and uses his 2 words in the voice he can say it. Thank you, and smiles. And then his blessing, because we teach that. So he can be thankful, and he is. Now, does it take our children, and perhaps our children's children, to teach us gratitude? Sometimes it does. Does it take them to remind us to be grateful? Sometimes it does. Does it take that stranger on an airplane? My sister was on an airplane not too long ago, traveling between Texas and Alabama here for our event, and spoke of how she was so blessed by perfect strangers sitting next to her because she engaged in a conversation. Isn't that something? Most of us would have been asleep, earplugs in, pods, beats, something, because we just don't want to deal with the people around us. Fly this bird, get us where we need to get, let me off of here. I paid my money, and deuces, we out. Change the narrative, y'all. Let's be thankful. We never know who we are sitting next to. Sometimes we're entertaining angels and we know not. I'd hate to think I was snoring when I could have been grateful in their presence. This is that season. We've come through so much, y'all. So much. Some are surviving here today. And I almost started this segment off with, just tell me what you survived. But I don't think I would have been sitting in this chair long, because I would have had to do my own praise moment. So I didn't start the segment like that. We may start the next one, and I'll let you have some running room. But I survived a great deal. Some of you who are on the other side of this camera listening today have survived even more. You're thriving in spite of it. And yet, we haven't taken the moment to be thankful. So that's what I want to say today. I wanted to just know for a moment, are you thankful? Because Lord knows I am. I survived a car accident. Of all days, Thanksgiving Day last year. Totaled the vehicle. It was a bittersweet thing. You may say, why the sweet? We understand the bitter. The bitter because, yes, it was Thanksgiving Day and it was my mom's vehicle. She passed away about 1.5 years ago. It was that tangible thing. But let me tell you the sweet thing that came out of it. The sweet thing came out of it because it was her vehicle. I sensed her presence saying, if I can protect you one more time, here it is. They can have the vehicle, but there's life still left in you. There's legacy still left in you. There is laughter still left in you. You got another book, several more left in you. You've got a business. And my God, do you have a family, girl? You don't even know the half of it. And your family's growing. You need to be here to see it. I sensed that presence while I was in the emergency room, trying to get my breath, trying to settle the pain down. Yeah, and all the things that go all over the place, the adrenaline rush, all of that. All of that. And on that day, as I'm coming out of the X-ray department, I see up on the board, I've seen it many times, where despite these wonderful technological devices, yeah, in the emergency room, those settings, ICU, we'll still write on a board because we're able to do up to date sometimes where people see it. And that's our work board. And I saw up in the corner this wonderful little saying, in hot pink writing. On today, if you could start it over again, would you say thank you? Y'all, tears were running down my face because I had gotten the turkey together. I gotten the dressing together. All the sides. The house was set, cleaned, shocked my husband. Yeah, all of that thing. Everybody was coming over. And I was on my way to the Thanksgiving Day service with our church members. I never made it. I'd gotten everything together except thank you. Now, as I thought about that, as they rolled me by that memo in hot pink in the corner, I said, I'm going to start my days over with thank you. So every morning now, amidst all of the other things that could go on, 900 plus that are coming in the day, I make sure that before I get started, there's a thank you on my lips. And if we're able to make it back into the house, to lay it down at the end of a day and say we made it to the end of the day, there's another thank you. What am I saying to my world? What am I saying to the universe? I am saying align it on the lips of gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude that we need, should have in this season, not only for where we are locally, but for our entire country, no matter how it looks right now. Be grateful that we're here and we can make a difference, and even beyond in the globe. Make a difference in the way you can do it. I can't do it like you can do it, and you can't do it like I can do it. But guess what? Together, we can do it, and we can be the change that maybe the world needs, because we started off with 2 words. Thank you. It goes a long way, y'all. It really does. So, hey, hit me up. Hit me up. I see you all here hanging out with me today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to drink a little bit more tea here, and then we're going to play those comments back. I love to play them back, by the way. Yes, indeed. That's an amen, sister. Woo! Thankful and grateful. Hey, Monica. That's my sister-in-law, y'all. Love you to life, girl, over there. So good to see you here. We saw them just last weekend, by the way. Love it, love it, love it. Give my brother-in-law a hug for me. And yes, stepping stones. Yeah, they used us as that sometimes, sis. But we turned around and we used those stepping stones towards gratitude. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Yes. Good cup of tea, thankfulness, edification, aspirations. That's the tea we want to drink from. And remember, when we put that tea bag out there, this is our tea bag: time, energy, attention. It's going to change the environment. Now let's use it to change the environment for the better. That's what we're doing. Thank you. So, see, that's the teacher in her. I just love her. She puts all this stuff down. I love it, love it, love it. This is great. Thank you so much, Dr. Erica, for hanging out with me, and my sister-in-law, Monica. Oh my gosh, just love you guys. Thank you so much. Y'all's comments were hot. Oh my goodness. They coming in hot over here. Oh my goodness. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, those, backstabbers and all that stuff, close friends in disguise. Let me put that back down here one more time, because sometimes people don't know who they are. Snakes in disguise. Just be careful while we're being grateful, okay? We're still gonna have some common sense, okay? Doesn't mean we lose it. Hey, Selena, good to see you. And congrats on all your amazing wins, sis. I love you. Yes. I'm telling you, it is that season, y'all. Hey, Minister Candace, that's my candy cane, y'all. She holds it down over there towards the medical center. She just does an amazing job. She's real close to me, by the way, but we still call it the medical center because it's associated with it. And she does just a fabulous job. Now, this lady, if I tell you anybody's grateful, this lady is. I just love you. Talk to you soon, sis. Yes, yes. We've got some new comments coming in here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Ah, love you back. Love you, love you. Yes, yes, yes. And my candy cane, of course, and Dr. E. So I got to tell you guys, thank you so much for spending a few moments with me on Power Tables, where you bring the lunch. And of course, well, we definitely had to bring the tea today. It's been that kind of day. It's a cold day, so wherever you are, stay warm. At least it's a little cool for us in Texas. I think our northern brothers and sisters would crack up laughing with us. We're the only state that probably wears coats and flip flops in the same day at the same moment to the same event. But hey, we still cute because some of those flip flops have bling bling on them. So y'all don't hate on the South. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we're gonna let you guys out of here, and I look forward to joining you for another Power Tables coming up on next week. We can squeeze it in here, and y'all stay tuned because the Black Friday deals and the Cyber Monday steals are coming in from MBLA, and they coming in hot. You don't want to miss it. We want you to get in where you fit in, and that is get in first. So I am the Dr. Sheri, 3M Diva, medicine, ministry, and mindset, and we are always bringing it as coach, consultant, and creator. Come hang out with us a little bit more. We'll see you soon, and we'll keep you up to date. Love y'all. Have a great Friday, great weekend.